Arizona, and we have found a little bar, liquor store, it looks like a bar, called Trevor's.
Hey, bourbon and whiskey hunters. Welcome to Arizona with Deck Nut on the Rocks. Homer and Amy here in this Tucson, Scottsdale, somewhere around Phoenix, looking at bourbon at this awesome store called Trevor's. We're recommended by one of our great members, Jonathan Santana. It's a hard one to do because there's a lot of people in here, and it was extremely hard to get a good angle and to get good speeds and catch all of the bottles available and their prices. Plus it was a very bright day, so the reflection of the plastic made it hard to catch it all. So as usual, we have to apologize in advance that it's not the most perfect video out there, but it's the best we could do with what we had at the time. So please enjoy, keep watching, keep sipping. Right when you walked in, they had their end caps with the maker's mark, and here's some Old Forester with the Whiskey Rose series. We don't see a price on it, but I'm pretty sure it was right around the regular price you would get anywhere we've ever seen it. Then move over to the end cap. There's a bunch of their store picks that they had. Got to hit the slow-mo button, and the prices get missed a little bit, but there's Angel's Envy single barrel. Angel's Envy pick, the Elijah Craig single barrel. This Elliott Brothers I've never seen or heard of, so if anybody's seen that, let us know. There's the Dark Arts. A lot of interest in that with us, and people telling us it's a good one. It's just so many, it's hard to pick, and we weren't going to pick one here and ship it home, so I didn't get one that day. Some barrels, Nashville Barrel. I've always been intrigued with Nashville Barrel. Wilderness Trail, you know we love that. Maker's Mark, Rittenhouse is Heaven Hills. There's obviously some Wild Turkey. Store Picks, Private Selection Rye, and a Russell's Reserve single barrel. You guys know we all love that stuff. Green River, Amy hates it, I love it. Sagamore Rye, the one we've had, I've not been happy with. And Rabbit Hole, that's a high expensive stuff. Don't know what that Holmes K is, never heard of it. All right, here we go over to the actual bourbon and whiskey side. I don't know what that is. Sorry. Some Doc Swinson's, Joseph Magnus. There's the Smoke Wagons, good stuff. Standard smoke wagon you can get pretty much anywhere. The Willet Pot Still, you all know how I feel about that. There's some more Willet products in Noah's Mill and Rowan's Creek, the representative. I don't know who makes that. Frank August. Heard a lot of good things. We have a bottle, haven't opened it yet. Obviously our favorite stuff is the Wild Turkeys, the Russell's Reserves, the 10. Good stuff, the Rare Breed. Some more Whistle Pigs here. Here's another one we've never had before. It's the Moonlight Mayhem. They have a lot of cool bottles and labels and things, but we've never had one. Gimmicky things usually make us turn us off, but we have heard good things. Widow Jane, y'all know how we feel about the 10-year and the Baby Jane, but we do have the Decadent, so we haven't opened it yet. So we're interested in finding out if everybody's right about that when they tell us it's good. Barrel pick or barrel bourbon, those things are pretty good, but they're also pretty pricey, so we've had to pass on those in the past. Nashville Barrel, guys, that's a store pick for them, and we just did a thing at Nashville Barrel with Dave from House Bourbon and had a good time, so I need to get more into them. It's all MGP though. Rebel 10, it's a wheated bourbon 10-year. I've heard good things, but I haven't got to it yet. Here comes some Yellowstone bourbon. This is made by Limestone Branch Distillery from Lebanon, Kentucky. And a lot of people don't know this, but created by Stephen Beam and his brother Paul Beam. They founded the Limestone Branch Distillery in 2011. It's named after the Yellowstone National Park, just past from Jefferson's Reserve, and they have made nothing I've ever liked. So if you're a fan of it, I'm sorry I don't like it. You guys convince me otherwise. Garrison Brothers heard great things. Prices can get real high. I haven't liked what I've had and haven't had any of the expensive stuff. Basil Hayden's a good 80 proof whiskey. Angel's Envy I like, a lot of people don't. Never had the Fortuna. Blue Run's pretty good, but their bottles are pretty expensive. And Dave from House Bourbon just informed me that Blue Run was purchased by Coors Beer Company, and they're trying to stick their hand into the bourbon world. Rabbit Hole, everything I've had has been great. And their prices aren't too bad, except for their single barrel stuff that you get is outrageous. The Four Roses stuff, you guys know I love it. Maker's Mark is a good mixer. It's not worth much, but our store pick was amazing. Knob Creek is a good standard bourbon. Larceny, the barrel strength's good. The regular stuff it's all right. It's not that great. I like the new labels though. That's pretty cool. Product from Heaven Hills, a wheated bourbon. A lot of people say it's the precursor to the old Fitz. It's what you get when you drink that. Another Heaven Hill product is the Evan Williams. The single barrel stuff's really good. The 1783 I've never really had. And here's a whole bunch of Penelope's, which is an MGP product that MGP just bought from the original manufacturer company of Penelope, and now Penelope is an MGP brand, and I believe it's going to be their flagship brand. I was disappointed with stuff I've had. A lot of people love it. I've just yet to been convinced, so I don't know about it. Smoke Eye Hill, I've heard a lot of great things. I think Jonathan just sent us a couple samples, and I look forward to trying them. I've had those Woodinvilles, and I tell you, I was disappointed. And being from Washington, it doesn't surprise me. The aging capabilities out there don't seem great. 2XO, man, I love everything we've had. It's great. The Heaven Hill bottled and bonds are standard stuff. Here comes Old Redwood Empire. I haven't had it yet, and I want to. The Old Forest, like we saw earlier, good stuff. Green River, love it. Amy does it. Nelson Brothers is a brand that was made in Greenbrier, Tennessee, just north of Nashville, by two brothers that decided to create a whiskey, a bourbon company. And they're just like everybody else. They have a bunch of different expressions, and they're just trying to create a bourbon that has variety. Never had it. I got to give it a shot. It's on the Tennessee Whiskey Trail, so one of these days we'll have to ride by there and see what it's all about. Pinhook, another product that we've never had, and we haven't heard very many good things, so we probably won't ever try it. High West, we've had some of their stuff, and what we've had has been pretty decent. Horse Soldier, have yet to open one. We've given a few away. I love their story, though. It's a great story. There's a Nulu. It's another MGP, but what we've had we've really enjoyed. Prices can get kind of high, but you should give it a shot. Pure Kentucky, not good. Haven't had Johnny Dram, Kentucky Vintage, Bardstown, haven't any of that. The RD ones, what we've tasted we like, we haven't had very many. We've heard good things about it. Freya Ranch, we have one that's pretty decent. This next one is the Doc Holiday Bourbon. It's a straight bourbon whiskey made by the World Whiskey Society, and it's a tribute to the world famous Wild West figure John Henry Doc Holiday. They have a 15, a 10, an 8-year, and a 7-year expression. The 7-year is sourced, but I'm pretty sure the other stuff is their own. Don't know any more details on it, but if you haven't had it, you should give it a shot. Their stuff is excellent. Alright guys, here's some benchmark. It's a Buffalo Trace, lesser than brands, good stuff for the price, and if you can't find Buffalo Trace and you can find it, it's a good one to get. Blade and Bow, gross, don't like it. And there's Buffalo Trace, not surprised to see it out here out west. Apparently they like giving it to these guys out west more than they do us. I don't remember the price on it, but I'm pretty sure it was a good price. On top of that, we all saw it at the gas station there. The Bowman stuff, never had any of those, so I don't know what to say if it's good or not, but the stuff I've had is good. 1792 you can't go wrong with. Obviously, here we go into the Wild Turkeys. Just going to blow by it because we talk about it all the time. Hirsch, not much to say. Town Branch, we don't care for what we've had. The Michter's, the stuff you can get is good. The 10 old stuff's good. I just don't like dealing with them because they are super allocated and they're so hard to get. 2XO, the American Oak one, that's good. Woodford, I don't like it anymore. The Double Oak is excellent, but their standard stuff just isn't good. Old Forester, anything you get's good. The lower the price stuff's good. The high price stuff's good. It's nothing to go wrong with. Never had Backbone Bourbon New Riff. They only have one bottle there, and it's really good stuff. Everything I've had is great. Dickel, gross. Evan Williams, cheap stuff again. The Bottle and Bond, that's good for the price. Definitely a really good bottle for the price that you can get it. Clyde Mays, haven't had it. Jim Beam, you guys know what I think about Jim Beam. Anything that's got the Jim Beam name on the label is not good. The other stuff they make is really good though. Like that right there, the Old Forest, Old Granddad 114 is good. Old Granddad Bottle and Bond is not bad for the price. And here comes that lower shelf stuff that you guys asked me to not video, so we're going to turn the speed back up on that and let it go normal. Real quick on this, some Bib and Tuckers. Never had. I've heard good things for its price. We need to give it a shot. There's some other things. The tin cups. We're going to come up here. Some bullets. The 10 years. The special single barrels. The regular bullets. And then the Rebel 100. We're going to jump around and we're about to look at some Ezra and then some early time Sazerac bottle. The benchmark Sazerac. Here's something I assume is a local brand since it says buy local called Delback. Never heard of it. Jonathan, what is this stuff all about if you know? Getting the price tags now. There's some Old Elk guys. I'm a fan of Old Elk. Haven't had too many of them. I really want to try the Cigar Blend. Uncle Nearest, got a big story to it about them and Jack Daniels. I haven't tried it yet, but need to give it a go. Here's some Widow Jane's that Amy brought up earlier. It's Widow Jane Rye. We got to give that stuff a shot. Smoke Wagon Rye. I believe we're in the Rye section now. The Senator, the Cabinet. This is pretty cool stuff to go along with governmental politic things. Whistle Pig, you know, they're all about the rye. Laws, never had a Laws, nothing about Laws. Angel's Envy Rye, I can't read that thing. Rittenhouse Rye, Evan Hill. Blue Run, owned by Coors now. Sagamore Spirit Rye, we have that blue one there, that blue and gold one, the Double Oak Rye, and I was very much disappointed in it. I was expecting a lot more. That Hemingway Rye is awesome. If you haven't had it, you should give that a shot. Boxer Grill from Rabbit Hole is good stuff. And I don't know about these other ones. I'll roll past here pretty quick. This is really a complicated store, guys, to get through. There's a lot of people on this aisle. It was super busy. I was trying not to be rude, so I'm just stepping back here. We're not really into anything but the flavored whiskeys and stuff, so I'm stepping back trying to get a wide shot. And here's the Russell's and Wild Turkey Ryes, the Basil Hayden Ryes, Rossville. I've never had a Rossville, so I don't know anything about it. Jump down here to the old Overholt. I've heard good things. I haven't had it. Now, Dad's Hat Band. Now, that is bottom shelf stuff right there. If anybody's had a Dad's Hat Band, you can tell us about it. Powderhead, gross. A lot of the flavored stuff. There's some more Ryes down there. Not Greek Rye. Guys, I'm telling you, I had to stop every 5 seconds because it was getting so crowded. And I know I should do better and ask permission and do this to where I could just kind of like walk around with impunity, because I'd be like, yeah, hey guys, I'm making a video for the store, and everybody's like, oh, that's cool. But now people are just like, what are you doing, dipshit? Why are you getting in my way? But yeah, here's some more Ryes, the Redwood Empire, the Frey Ranch Rye. A lot of these things we haven't had. Pinhook we haven't had. That Bardstown we haven't had. Never had any Blackens, but we know people who like it. Pikesville, haven't had that. The Latch Craig Rye we've had, which we like. The Toasted Rye was a letdown though. Never had the Rittenhouse Rye. Jack Daniels Rye we've had, it's been good, but it's the barrel proof stuff. Some more Michter's rolling through here. This seems like it's just kind of out of place stuff. I don't know what way it is, but there's the Jack Daniels Single Barrel Proof Rye, which we all know is good stuff. Burnham Whiskey, Weeded Whiskey, no thank you. Alright, I just had to delete like 3.5 minutes of the video, me trying to step around this guy and two other guys that were just standing in the way and looking at nothing and not really making a decision or doing anything. So even though I was the one being in the way of taking the video, they were really just like, if I was trying to buy what they were standing in front of, I'd be like, dude, could you just get the hell out of the way? He just stood there staring, doing nothing. So anyway, we're moving on now to what we got over here as I'm waiting to move on. Now there's that new riff, guys. Anything new riff makes is great. If you haven't had it, give it a shot. I think we're still in the Rye area. The new riff stuff's good. There's that Town Branch, anything they've made I've not liked. And me jerking around trying to get around other people again. Hopefully I'll jump back into something. It looks like I feel like I'm flying a plane now. I'll leave that little piece in there just for y'all to see what it's like, what my day was like trying to get around things. But I'll cut into something real quick right here. We can start on something good.
The Coy Hill is what we want.
That's no one.
No, it just came back out. When does it happen?
January 31st.
We won't be here.
Oh,
Must be what? Not us.
Amy just found the cool bottles and saw that it was a raffle, and you had to be a rewards member to be a part of it, so no signing up for us. Here's some of the Red Cap stuff that they had, just kind of scoot by real quick for everybody to see. Here we're kind of walking around the store, just seeing what else they got. We've been through their Bourbon Isles, and here's the stuff they have up for tasting offerings. The store, it's a pretty big store, it's a real clean, nice place, had a really nice bar. Amy found us some other things here, some stuff that's not seen around in the East Tennessee area. This is the Heaven Hill Grain to Glass, all three of them, multiple cases of it. And she almost trips over something. There's some more Heaven Hill products, Elijah Craig's. They literally had all three different types of the grain to glass, and they had cases of it, which I haven't seen any of it on the shelves here in the East Tennessee area. I did see some up in Heaven Hill at the Heaven Hill distillery recently. Now they do have all the Elijah Craig, which has pretty much become available around here pretty easy. Henry McKenna, which is pretty much everywhere now pretty easily, so that's not allocated so much anymore. And no, they just got a pretty good selection of all the good Heaven Hill Elijah Craig products. And over here is a whole stack of Michter's, but again, it's just the standard Michter's you can get. It's none of the toasted or barrel strength or the age stated. Some more Yellowstone stuff. I think it's, and you know, here's some more the same Michter's, and just moving around, checking it out, seeing what it's got. Amy's texting people to find out if we should get that grain to glass, and it was a big no. Thanks, Nate. And move back around here to the other side. Here's a whole income of Dark Arts. Talked about that earlier. You know, we want to get some Dark Arts, and we've only seen it there and in Ohio, and we didn't get it. I actually went back to buy some in Ohio, but they were sold out or closed that day, so I couldn't get it on Sunday. Closed in Ohio. on Sunday, at least at that store. Alright y'all, we'll be ending up this video now. Here's the behind the counter allocated hard to get stuff for them in that area. I didn't do a very good job of filming this. I just kind of radically went wherever and I didn't get good prices. So y'all just check it out as I go, and we appreciate y'all for watching. Thanks for sticking around and being a part of the deck night as a member, a subscriber, or just a watcher. If you haven't subscribed, please do like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell. Give us some comments, tell us what you think about what we've done. Go back and watch our other videos and comment on those. We really appreciate you all. Thank you all very much for being here. This is Trevor's in Scottsdale, Arizona. If you're ever out that way, go check out this place. It's got a cool bar and it's a really cool, clean, light, well lit, nice, very nice and talkative employees if you want to interact with them. So thanks again for watching. We appreciate you all. Come back, check us out again, and keep sipping.
Smell like bourbon. Very cool.